Shame on you, Greg Norman appeals against LIV Golf being destroyed by recounting his famous golf achievements. Ever since Greg Norman decided to be the face of LIV Golf, things have changed. The PGA Tour has made attempts to ban all LIV defectors from their tours. However, the backlash from the PGA Tour did not sit well with the Great White Shark. In a recent statement, Norman called out all those who decided to remain ignorant to the LIV model. Greg Norman calls out people for acting indifferent to the LIV model. Greg Norman is famously called the Great White Shark in the world of golf. The pro golfer has recently called out the PGA Tour for their past actions against his new venture, LIV Golf. Ever since the battle began between the tours and LIV Golf, the rift has been widening every day. Recently, Norman indirectly took a hit against the PGA Tour for destroying the tour. He also called out people for not trying to understand the LIV model and how it is beneficial for the world of golf, in its entirety. He was not far behind to make the world of golf acknowledge his long list of achievements. Norman also talked about his efforts to establish the game in far-off parts of the world. He made efforts to spread the game of golf in countries like China and the Middle East. Norman said, "I've done a lot for the game of golf. I was the #1 player in the world for 6 years. I've done things in the game of golf. I promoted the game of golf. I've grown the game of golf, globally. I took a mission on myself, as an individual player, to fly all around the world. So when they do these, what happened in the R&A, was a petty, cheap, childish shot, to be honest with you. And if you can't rise above it all, shame on you." He continued, not to understand what the LIV business model is, and to see how it sits within the ecosystem. Because in business you understand what your opponents got, you understand what your competitors got, and unpack it all to make both entities better for each other, not try and destroy us. And we haven't tried to destroy the PGA. Norman lashed back at the PGA Tour and called the tour out for their actions toward LIV Golf. He accused the tour of trying to destroy the newborn golf league. On the other hand, he claimed that LIV is not doing the same. Norman uninvited from the Shark Shootout. Norman shared a post on his social media, wherein he informed his followers about how the tour uninvited him from the event that he hosted for charity for the last few decades.